Well, everybody, we're all here at the Montra Sports and Social Club, and we're here for a reason. We've got Mark Quin, his partner, Colette Mullan, and the star, and not forgetting little Antoine, who could forget that? The little paint explosion in Mark's knee, and not forgetting the star of the show, Oisin himself. This little trooper has been through everything. He's been many a battle, and thankfully he's come through that battle. But to help him along the way, there was a medical team of people who are now based in Kingsbridge Foundation, who thankfully took this young chap down to Dublin, and he had surgery down there, and has improved his life immensely. And to tell you the story about that and how this family met, this medical team, I'll hand you over to Collette, who'll tell the story. How did this come about in the first place, Collette?
Well, first of all, it was through Spotlight. We had it was actually through Claire Sudkin to start with. I had contacted her to try and fight for the operation to get done because there was a 3-year waiting list. But then some Spotlight contacted Claire Sudkin about anybody waiting, and just general and waiting lists for the health service. But anyway, so they thought on was Oisin, so she rang me and she said, "Claire, do you fancy doing an interview?" And I was like, aye, because straight away I thought, yes, if it's anything to help Oisin, that's grand. So anyway, then Spotlight came out and they recorded us that day, and then it was aired on the 4th of October 2023, that's right, 2023. And then that evening I got the phone call to say that this man wanted to help us, and I was like, gosh, it couldn't be to fix the tube, because like I have tried, we tried, we had rang everywhere, and they just don't do it here privately. But anyway, then I rang him, and he said to me that he was willing to help for Oisin to get his tube feeding done. And of course then we were over the moon, cried. And anyway, he says, leave it with me. So anyway, I left it with him, and he got back to me, and we went to Dublin for the consultation, and they set the whole thing up, and we got it done on the 17th of November. So that was from the 4th of October to the 17th of November we had it done, and it was such a great success. Oisin has been very sick this year twice. We actually nearly lost him the twice, but if he had the NG, and he wouldn't have been here today. So we're very thankful to Kingsbridge Foundation. Mark Regan was the man that rang me. It was actually his wife that was watching Spotlight that said, let's do something about this, and I'm very thankful to her to say that to Mark. And it just went from that, and we were just we were one of the lucky ones that put it out there first, because there is such a list out there now. There's about 100 weans waiting for this NG, or they're all NGs waiting for pig feeds. So this night that we're running is to hopefully for Kingsbridge Foundation being able to put one of these weans off the list. So hopefully it'll all come, that's what will happen, and all our weans will be as lucky as what Oisin is.
Well, it certainly is nice and reassuring to know that there are people out there who make their talents available to the likes of little Oisin here, and he's proved that threefold, fourfold maybe there. But as I say, it's nice, and by way of a thank you, that's what you're wanting to sort of give a little payback to the people that were helpful to you and your family.
Oh, definitely.
And that's a lovely thing. Well, if you look around this function room here now, as you can see, it's totally empty. But I can assure you, in 2 weeks' time, this place will be bunged to the rafters. It's even going to take over half the dance floor with tables and chairs. That's how it appeals to people. When something like this comes up, people are only gladly to give up their time and monies to a worthy cause, such as the Kingsbridge Foundation. And the Montra Social Club are only too willing and inviting everybody to come along. But it's nice that you people are at the head of this, and we will do what we can for Kingsbridge. And indeed, you talked about, you're very unselfish in thinking about other people rather than this wee man. He has been helped, yes, but he's not through the mill yet. There's more to do. But he's a fighter. As I said at the start of this, he's a trooper. And he's fought many a battle, and he's ready to fight more. But you're giving him a helping hand, and indeed helping Knightsbridge as well. And for that, all of Montra Club are thankful that you're doing this, and we're only too willing to do our bit. Thanks so much for sharing your story with us, and let's hope, there's no hope about it, we know we're going to have a good night.
We will.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, are we, man?
You're a star. Superstar.
It's Saturday night, the 9th of November, and it's fundraising night in Montra. The Untouchables are setting up their gear, the dance floor is ready, and the tables are filling up fast.
Mark and I are overwhelmed with the outcome of this. Honestly, it's been amazing. Before we left the house tonight, we had £3,000. So I'd like to think we'll probably hopefully double it by the time the night's finished. The agenda is that we've a doctor here from Kingsbridge is going to say a few words about, hopefully very shortly, they're going to start doing this procedure that we Oisin got done. As you're aware, you've seen it in the news that there's 100 weans in this list. It's not just about Oisin, it's about other weans getting it. For Oisin, it was a lifesaver. Oisin's been very sick twice this year, and if it hadn't been done, it's nearly a year, the 17th of November last year, if it hadn't been done, Oisin wouldn't have survived this year with his other sickness. So we are very, very grateful to Kingsbridge Foundation for coming forward at the time we came out with Spotlight. Thanks to Mark Regan, unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but we have Roger Brown, the GP from Kingsbridge, here on his behalf to speak. We are, as I said, the agenda is Roger's going to speak now in a minute, and then we're going to dance for a while, and then we will have a raffle and an auction. And please, dig deep. And what's about to say, I'll bring wee Oisin here. Oisin's with us here tonight, but he's very unsettled. He doesn't like the noise. So what's about to say, as soon as Roger's done his speech, I'm just going to take him home. As again, thank you all so much, honestly. It's been fantastic, the support we've had. So I'll welcome Roger Brown here. Thank you.
The rest of the folks who've been behind the scenes organising tonight. I think anybody who knows this couple, I've only known them for a very short time, but they're inspirational. They've got energy and drive and enthusiasm to do this. And I think you should be congratulated for what you've done tonight. So well done. I'm here on behalf of Mark Regan, as was mentioned. Mark is the CEO of the company. And I believe how this went was that Mark's wife had seen something on Spotlight about wee Oisin, and she bent his ear, and Mark, being Mark, decided that he would do something about it, and the bottom line was that there's Oisin. Mark decided that he would approach the foundation, which he actually was instrumental in setting up, and ask if we could fund Oisin's treatment privately elsewhere, and it happened in Dublin because this wasn't being done in the north of Ireland. I want to tell you that yes, the plan is that it will be done in Northern Ireland in our private sector with Kingsbridge Healthcare Group. That is the plan and the intention, and Mark is certainly doing a lot of work behind the scenes to try and get the specialists involved to make sure that this can happen, and many of these other kids who need the procedure will get it. I wanted to give you a wee bit of background about the Kingsbridge Foundation itself. Kingsbridge Healthcare Group has been going for about 15 years. And we've got 3 hospitals now and several other clinics. But in 2021, 3 years ago, the directors of the company, prompted by Mark, I believe, had said that they would like to have a foundation, a charitable wing of the company, if you like, to raise money for good causes. There weren't many rules attached to this, but the main intention was that this would be charitable giving to local causes, to things that needed support in Northern Ireland, and that has been the case. So in 3 years, I'm very pleased to be able to tell you that there's been almost £1 million has been donated to various different good causes in Northern Ireland. And Oisin's obviously been a recipient, but there are many others. Mark and Collette were very, very nice about Mark, my boss, the CEO. They were very nice and very generous in their comments and about how what Mark had done had changed their lives. Well, I was saying to them that there are many others that I have met who have said this exactly the same thing. Our CEO is a guy who gets things done, both as in the company and moving the company forward, but certainly in the charitable wing, this Kingsbridge Foundation. So how we raise money is certainly occasions like this, and that's really helpful to get the money into the coffers. But we also have every consultant in the hospitals makes a monthly donation towards the Kingsbridge Foundation. So they are there to do their private work, but they're also making donations toward this. Every staff member has an opportunity to make a donation every time they go for their lunch. Every month there's a Friday that's set aside for charitable giving, and the most recent one was a breast cancer awareness one, which is, you all know, we had breast cancer awareness week recently, and everybody was dressed in pink for the day, and we raised lots of money for breast cancer awareness. But these are the kind of things that Kingsbridge is doing as a company to try and raise money for the charitable wing, the Kingsbridge Foundation, and then in turn giving that money away to good causes. We have, I can't even remember all the different things that go on, but we've had abseiling down the Europa Hotel, 2 or 3 teams from the Belfast and Ballykelly hospitals did the Belfast Marathon. There have been charity cycle rides. Mark himself walked with Rory Best to raise money for the cancer, the pancreatic cancer service locally in Northern Ireland. So there are lots and lots of different things that are going on to raise money for the foundation. And I do actually have a list, just to give you an idea of some of the things that have the money's been given to in the last week while. I've got a wee list of this just because I thought it's good for you folks who are raising this money tonight to actually realise what it goes towards. Friends of Harberton Special Educational Needs School, the charity Sense, which is for disabled people with sensory problems, Trauma and Orthopaedic Research Charities, the Zachary Geddes Trust, which those of you who have any connections to the Northwest will know all about, Northern Ireland Pancreatic Cancer Research, Aware Northern Ireland, which is a mental health charity, the Cancer Fund for Children Northern Ireland, Autism NI, and so on and so on. The most recent donation was to Rosie's Trust. I don't know if you know about this, but this is for a donation towards training dogs for dog walking and caring services for people who are terminally ill. So if you're terminally ill but you've got a dog, Rosie's Trust will go in and walk your dog for you, and so on. The Women's Centre in Derry, and so on and so on and so on. So the Kingsbridge Foundation is doing lots of varied different things for lots of different people in Northern Ireland, and we're delighted to be able to do this, and it's, I guess, an acknowledgement of the what's behind Kingsbridge, which is trying to promote good health, physical health and mental health in the community, and the Kingsbridge Foundation is just a way that we can give something back to the community in Northern Ireland. So I am very grateful for being given the chance to say something tonight. I'm also very grateful to Collette and Mark for having this fundraiser this evening, and I'm very grateful to all of you for coming along and supporting this wonderful cause. And I'm absolutely delighted that Oisin's here to celebrate with us. So hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much to everyone.
Slides no more. Sure, I took 3. That was one of mine. Thank you. All right. There we go. Thank you.
Meanwhile, in the packed lounge next door, an overspill of guests and visitors are also enjoying themselves. And, back in the dance hall, the raffle and auction are well underway.
At 93, she could share it. At 90, when you rounded up at 100. When you round up to 100, she's again at 90. She's looking to share at 100. From now down to 100. At 100 pound, 100 pound. 110. He says he's not on the shirt at 110 pound. At 110 boys, it's going to Galway. At 110 pound, give Tracy Keane around the pause, 110 pound there. 50 at the back, 60. I can see your ball head, but I can't see your hand. Can you see 70? 70. At 100. At 100, behind her, go there at 100. At 100, boys. At 100. At 100 pound, 100 pound. At 100 pound. Don't be feared them. At 100 there. At 100 pound, I'm saying that 100 pound. Give that man a round of applause there. At 450 pound. At 450. Are you better? Are you sure? I've seen your hand up there. At 450. At 450. Give Dave a round of applause there. Folks, by the way, I would like to thank you very much for listening to my little slavering all night. For these pair here, they've been through a lot in life and they've a lot in front of us. Give them a round of applause. Thank you.
We'll get the band on going here, but listen, I have to thank every person that has donated prizes to me. Anybody that's donated for the auction there tonight, anybody that bought anything tonight, honest to God, at the minute, I think we definitely have the 6 grand. We will have a final figure towards, well, not at the end of the night, but we will, you'll see it on the Facebook page how much we ended up with. And we have to thank John Walton for donating the tickets, that printed the tickets for us. He done them for us. Thank you very much. And honestly, anybody, we can't mention everybody, but everybody has been so good. Prizes, it's been, honestly, it's been overwhelming. It's amazing. Thank you very, very much. Have a good night. Now let's dance the night away.
Love is a